So I found this little notebook when I was cleaning, right? And I I worked as a waiter once for like this restaurant, and I bought this little book to like write in my orders and stuff, right? They didn't give us that at work, so I bought one of these, and I remember the only thing I wrote was just this. I wrote this, and I just completely like stopped. I think I've mentioned it before. I don't write, dude. I don't write anything. I hate writing. Okay, I wrote this and I was like, screw this. I think I can just memorize it. And then afterwards, I just started drawing in it. I was just like, I was just there standing or drawing in it at work. All right. Today I'm gonna give you some advice on how to like improve your art and just like become better at drawing and stuff. I have two quotes here for you today. This one is by Francis of Assisi. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Start by doing what's necessary, then what's possible, and suddenly you're doing the impossible. And then this one is by Henry Ford. Nothing is particularly hard if you divide it into small jobs. That's like so wise. All right, all right. Let's talk about improving your art. I feel very sleepy right now. I feel so sleepy. I slept for like 2 hours today. I was up the entire night. Fuck insomnia, dude. So the biggest advice I can give anyone who wants to improve their art is literally just practice, dude. It's all about the practice. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. You've heard this multiple times at this point. Every single artist keeps telling you to practice, right? Like that's the one thing everyone keeps saying over and over and over. You want some actual like good advice. You don't want to like hear this, but like no, really, practice. Literally all practice is like it's how you improve at anything. Okay, especially art. Okay, so here's the thing, right? I can tell you to do like studies, right? Like do anatomy studies and like draw this and that and do these exercises every single day. Like look up anatomy references and draw breasts or whatever. And you do that and you like improve. And I tell you to like draw faces and you draw heads. You draw many heads, and you're doing your studies, right? You do your anatomy studies, your perspective studies, and you do all that, which is fine and it's good. But you do all that when you practice anyways. When you're practicing, you don't focus on like an individual aspect. Like all of it is in one, right? So say you want to draw like your favorite anime girl in a swimsuit, right? Well, you're gonna have to know anatomy to do that. Otherwise it's just gonna be a disaster. And so you have your basic anatomy knowledge, you try to draw, it turns out to be a disaster. And so like you focus on that and you try multiple times, and you draw like a good looking body, and you like it, and like, okay, that's great, that's great. But it's gonna look very plain if you don't know how to like construct and like pose your characters, right? If you don't have a feel for like gestures and posing and whatever, it's not gonna look very interesting. It's just gonna look plain and boring. And so you try out like different poses and stuff, and to try out different poses you're gonna be forced at least know a bit of construction and gesture drawing. And you gesture and you like have some interesting poses and they look good. But I mean, that's good. You can make it better though. Add some awesome perspective to that. And it's a lovely piece, and you're very happy with that, and that's awesome. And you're like, okay, that's cool. But now I want to draw her in a maid outfit. And so you dabble in that and you look up preferences for like maid clothing or whatever. You're kind of forced to just keep doing that. The more you practice, you're forced to do that. So you draw your anime girl, you're very happy with that. Now you want to draw your anime guy, right? And so you're forced to like keep learning stuff. And when I say practice, I mean consistent practice. Okay, don't just draw once and just forget. I used to do this a lot when I was in school. I would just like draw for one day and that just forget about it for like the entire week. That's why I didn't improve as much. But practice every single day, dude. Every single day, just draw something. It doesn't have to be like super big. Anything is fine. Just draw something. You have 24 hours in a day. You can spend like 5 minutes just sketch something. Sketching is sketching that doesn't need to take your time. It can take you seconds. It can take you a few minutes. If you want, you can go all out and like make full drawings on it. But practice. The biggest advice I can give you is just consistent practice will like get you where you want to be. It doesn't matter how good you want to be. If you just practice consistently, you'll get there with time. If you're gonna take something from this video, just remember that consistent practice and also patience. Also, like patience is like I don't know. People don't really think about this, but like art takes a long time to get good at. You don't just pick up a pencil and then boom, you're good at art. Even if you like do your art studies, your art fundamentals, and you understand form and you understand anatomy and perspective, you have the knowledge. It's not going to instantly make you better. It takes time. Art takes time, and you can spend years and years and still not be at the level you want to be, which is fine, by the way. But just like know that it takes time, and you gotta be patient with yourself. I'm very I'm very extreme when it when it comes to things, and like sometimes I hyper focus on things, and I want to be so good at something, right? And like when I don't attain a certain level, like over a certain period of time I've set for myself, I feel bad about myself, and I think am I just not competent or something, which isn't true at all. It just like takes time. Art just takes time. I still can't draw certain things. I still struggle with certain things. When you're looking at my drawings, you can like notice a few things I like struggle with every now and again. I struggle with faces every now and again. I struggle with hands. Sometimes I think I've gotten comfortable with like gesture drawing and like sketching and like like posing and whatever. But sometimes I do struggle. And like I'll pose something and it doesn't look right. No matter how I look at it, it's just not right. And it's going to like take a really long time for you to like be at a point where everything's fine. And if you are at the point where everything's fine, then that's that's not good either. You're stagnant. Then you don't want to be stagnant. There's always like ways to like get better, which is good. So it's gonna take time, and so just be patient with yourself and with your art. And whatever you draw, appreciate it. Doesn't matter how it turns out, just appreciate it. It's your art. Celebrate it. You don't have to post it online so some people can tell you, oh, it looks good or it looks like shit. You don't need that. Just like love your own art, and everyone else will love it. I think so. Your art is just you. It's you and your pencil, you and your pen, you and your brush. It's just you and your art. You gotta love that. And it's super cool. It's only recently that I started uploading these videos. And before I would just draw for the sake of drawing. I would like draw something because I thought it was cool. When I draw something, it looks cool. I'm like, wow, I drew that. That's so cool, right? And you want that. So consistent practice and patience, all right? Hear me out. Just hear me out. Practice with a pen, dude. I'm telling you. Okay, let me actually give a good reason for that. I've been mentioning it every here and there, but I haven't actually like given you a good reason why you should be practicing with a pen. A pen will force you to get used to your art. A pen will like kind of force you to accept your art, if that makes sense. Like when you draw with a pen, you don't have the luxury of erasing. So when you draw something, there is no room to like erase. I was gonna say there's no room for mistakes, but no, mistakes is not the right word. So when you draw with a pen and you look at what you draw and you're like, huh, that kind of looks like shit, honestly. But that's like a good evaluation of your current level. And you look at it and you're like, okay. Um, and then you can assess what you draw and like think about ways you can improve, right? which is actually really good. When you're drawing with a pencil, you get to erase a lot. And so you draw something, you erase. You make a slight mistake, you erase. At the end, you have something good, but you have like erased all the potential for like growth. When you draw with a pen, you have all those mistakes there. You don't run away from them. They're just there. They're not going anywhere. So at the end, when you look at it, you have like a really good place to like see your weak points and what you can improve on, right? That's like one benefit of drawing with a pen. And another is just like it gives you confidence. I mentioned both of these in a comment. I think I might have been dreaming. I don't know, but I think I mentioned it to someone in a comment or something. Um, but it gives you confidence when you draw with a pen. It kind of gives, I don't know, there's like a certain feeling of drawing with a pen that you just don't feel with anything else. Well, no, you don't feel it with like something you can erase. I think it's the same with uh drawing with a pen. Drawing with ink is just like, I don't know, dude. There's like a certain level of confidence it gives you. And when you draw and it looks like shit, well, it's gonna be like, okay, 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 what can I improve on, right? And when you draw and then it looks good and you draw with a pen, there's like a certain level of confidence, like, god damn, I did that with a fucking pen. Aren't I awesome? Like, if you draw with a pen, dude, you're really cool. Like, you're really awesome. And you just need to be drawing with a pen every now and again, okay? It's okay. Draw with a pencil. Draw with a pencil, however you like. Draw with whatever you like. But just try every here and there to just like hold a pen to try to like do something. If you saw like the drawings I did in my little notebook I was using at work, those were not serious at all. I was messing around while working. I was slacking off while working. And they were very bad. But like they're just like fun. And drawing with a pen is just fun. And it like, I don't know, ink is good, dude. Ink is good. It actually also made me realize one area I seriously need to work on, which is like my line art, because all of my drawings from the moment I started drawing, I just rough. They look rough. They look scratchy and rough. And it's something everyone always tells me whenever they see my art. They're like, "Oh, that's you have a rough feel. It's kind of awesome." But like, I don't know. It's not always suitable for like a lot of things, right? Sometimes it looks good with what I'm drawing, but sometimes it doesn't. Like, I need to work on my line art. And so when you draw with the pen, you kind of forced to notice all that. So yeah, draw with the pen. It's good every now and again. Just have fun with the pen. All right. This is a good one. This is a good one. Buy cheap stuff. Literally, get cheap stuff, dude. I don't know. I don't know why people think they need to get like like the most expensive pencils, the most expensive pen, the best sketchbook. Have you seen the thing I sketched? I have two sketchbooks, which are not even complete. They're just sitting over there. I don't. Uh, I want to use them, but like, I don't know. I have this book I can just mess around in. And that's the thing. When you have something cheap, you don't really care much. I sketch with the ballpoint pen, dude. I sketch with a fucking ballpoint pen. You know, I can like use up the ink however I want, and it's fine. If you have some cheap pencil, you don't care. If you have some cheap paper, you don't care. You just draw it and it's fun. When you have something expensive, you always worry about like you know wasting it away. I had this like super expensive pen I had, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna learn how to ink and stuff. But in the end, I never did learn how to ink. I never even used that pen much. It got lost when we were moving. It just got lost. And I was scared of wasting it away. I would like touch it and like I start drawing. And I'm like, maybe not now. Maybe not now. I'm just gonna waste the ink right now. All right. I like this super expensive sketchbook. but I wouldn't join it because it was like I don't wanna put like shit on paper, right? On this paper. I wanna like draw good stuff. But I never draw good stuff. So like don't get expensive stuff, dude. Just don't. Unless you're working unless it's for work or it's more serious stuff. If you're drawing more serious stuff, then yeah, get yourself some good stuff. And getting yourself some good stuff is good. It makes you feel good and it makes you feel confident and it makes you have like fun and stuff. But if you're practicing, it's not very good because you feel like you have to like save it for like that good piece of art, which well, it's not good. So don't don't get expensive stuff. Expensive stuff only for when you're working for something like on a project that's serious. Well, when you're drawing something seriously, then yeah. But if you're just practicing, we're talking about how to improve art here. I'm gonna have to chop this up so it fits into like the time lapse of this video. I don't wanna talk too much. Okay. I have so much advice, dude. I have so much advice. Let me know if you like this. If you like this, I can talk about some other stuff which are like similar, which I've just discovered along the way.